how do you identify an important result in science? And how did I and when did I recognize that we had done it? This is not easy, because in scientific research you don't know immediately if something is correct or not, especially when it's new and unexpected. You see, big breakthroughs are unexpected and usually draw a lot of criticism from others. So this is, and it may take several years until others have been able to repeat the experiments and confirm that you are right. This is usually the way it goes. If the method is shown not to be reproducible, then one is usually in trouble. Not always, but usually. You see, I was in sports, as I mentioned, and there it's very different. I played football. You too. You're okay. When you kick a goal, you are in the newspapers the next day. It's immediate. There is not a second between you having kicked the goal and you being a hero. That's not the way it is in science. There you have typically your own doubts, and then you have the criticism from outside, and then the wait until others have tried to repeat. So, but I had the education from sports. Let's take high jumping. See, I had the experience of failing or succeeding in high jumping. It's instantaneous, but it's also the experience of what it means to have reached a certain level of achievement. So when we got the first structure solved, I actually went skiing for 2 years. I was so sure we had it that I went back to teaching ski. I spent 2 winter seasons in Wengen, beautiful resort. I even went down the Lauberhorn racetrack as a photographer. Well, I was far too old to do racing at that time. And I actually went there to write the book, which is still published now. It was published first in 1986, and it's still on the market. And I wrote some papers on the mechanics of skiing, and another rather large number on our work of the previous few years. And that was fruitful because it's a document that made clear what we had done, and that we had done it first, because soon thereafter the field just exploded. And so, but I was sure we had it at that point. It was like high jumping. And I was also sure that nobody had done anything similar before. So at that point is reasonably well documented. So we had the result in about August 1984, and I asked for a sabbatical. I moved out of CETH for 1 year, went to Wengen, and started to ski again. I had not skied for 11 years before I was working. I only played football. I bought a house next to a football stadium so that I could, without loss of time, continue to play football, but I never went skiing. And so I bought new skiing equipment, went to ski school, and took videos to correct small errors. And then I started to teach again, as I had done for many years earlier on. I didn't say where I was going for the sabbatical. When it became known that I had been skiing, they actually changed the rules. There is a document which says the sabbatical is meant to spend time in a university of comparable standing to the ETH Zurich. It is not meant as a vacation. This was in response to my having been skiing for 2 winters.